Bergen, Norway, the most beautiful, peaceful, rainy, bipolar weather I've experienced in my life. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Bri Travel Gains. We are here to review different cities in different parts of the world based on health, based on safety, based on a couple of things. So come keep watching, do not stop, because you're gonna learn so much about these different places. We're gonna go ahead and dive right in. Before I forget, I gotta say this as part of the whole YouTube thing. Subscribe, like, share, do what you gotta do, because you're gonna not only get gains here, but you're also gonna get travel. Who wouldn't want both? We're gonna rate each of these places based on 5 factors: food, walkability, activities that are active. Of course, they're active, they're activities, they're supposed to be active. The pricing of things, and we're gonna have an X factor. There's gonna be some flexibility with that X factor, so stay tuned to see what it is in each city and what is most important. Each of these categories is gonna get a 1 through 10, 10 being top notch, 5 being neutral or kinda so-so, 1 being terrible. And once we get all of these categories together, we're gonna tally them up to 50. And out of 50 is how much we'll rate each city and its health score, and if it's worth visiting when it comes to your health and just a good quality vacation, to not feel like, you know what I'm saying? So let's dive right in. Bergen, Norway. Most beautiful, peaceful, rainy, bipolar weather I've experienced in my life. It went through 10 different weathers in one day. I'm very confused. Today was crazy. I was like, okay, the sun is starting to rise. It's a beautiful day. Pouring rain. You're like, what is going on? But besides the point, food. Let's start off with food in Bergen, Norway. I'm currently staying in the Moxie Marriott Hotel, and it is about 20 minutes walking from the main city center. I would highly recommend this hotel because it's so cute and aesthetic, and the vibes. I'm all for the vibes. I'm all for beautiful scenery, but we're gonna talk about food, because when you're at a hotel, sometimes you want convenience, and the whole eating out, this is where we're gonna take this into account. I've been eating out, quote unquote, here at Moxie, and they don't have that many good options when it comes to health. They have fried chicken wings, they have flatbreads and sausages and all this stuff. And I was ready. Last night I ordered a flatbread and it had eggs and sausage. And when it came, I was like, oh, this looks like little hot dogs from in the packages and stuff, in the US. So I'm not sure the ingredients on those things, but I will say this wasn't my favorite top choice when it comes to food. There were no restaurants out in the city when I went that had any health conscious choices. Eating out, honestly, with food, I would rate it 1 through 10. I would rate it like a 4. And maybe because I didn't find the good local spots, but I feel like the options here were very limited. Whenever I go grocery shopping, especially if I'm on a very tight timeline of when I'm gonna be in the city, I tend to go for yogurts, nuts, fruit, stuff like that. And I found that easy peasy, no problem. Grocery store, if you are trying to find something here, I would rate it 9 out of 10, just because. So now we gotta put both of those together, grocery store shopping and eating out. I would probably give it like a 5, because realistically, a lot of y'all aren't grocery shopping. So I'll give it a 5. Eating out healthy in Bergen, 5 out of 10. It's okay. Second factor, which is walkability. How much can we walk through this whole town, see it, experience it, enjoy it? Public transportation, expensive. Gas, expensive. Taxi, expensive. Where public transport, not so much, but just being in a car, expensive. But this city is 10 out of 10 walkable, that you don't need a car. From the Moxie place that I'm in, which is technically farther away from the city center, it took me like 15 minutes to walk there through the beautiful nature and gardens and parks and university. So walkability, Bergen, you got 10. Chef's kiss on that one. 3, activities and fitness and gyms. So I'm going to review the Moxie Hotel because that's all we got. and it has basically everything you need. It's very inspirational in there. They got cute quotes, they got the weights that you need, they got one treadmill, one elliptical, and one bike, so you could make it work. You could run through all of this area and it is wonderful. I saw some people like kayaking through and I was like, yo, that's really cool. And also I saw people dip into the water right next to my hotel early in the morning to wake themselves up. It's like that cold therapy, which is amazing for you health nuts that don't already know. At the activity level here and the fitness level here, I see people walking, just in Norway in general. People are walking, there's activities that you can do. You can go on boats. For like activity, I would rate it about an 8 out of 10. So 8 out of 10, that's not too bad. Not too. Fourth one is going to be pricing. Pricing. So I've noticed that here in Norway, I haven't spent a lot. My hotels, I've used credit card points, I've used Marriott discounts and mileage points, and I've used all of these different factors. And so my stay here hasn't been significantly expensive. I will say when I was trying to find food out earlier today, and everything looked like it was like 20 to 25 to 30 bucks a plate. It kind of depends on your vibe. You could go dip into the sauna for 150 to 200 bucks, I think, or you can just do it yourself on what you value. If you want to be around people, if you want to take tours. I've done a lot of this solo, and just because I want to stay in my own energy, and you know, that's what type of vibe Bergen is for me and Norway is for me. So as of right now, pricing has been like a 8 out of 10. Not too bad. Factor. The X factor. X factor going to be safety for a solo travel woman, and I think this one's huge. I have felt so safe here. I don't even realize I'm alone. Like, I have not at any point felt scared for my safety while in Norway. I feel so safe. Everyone's so helpful, accommodating. Everyone speaks English. And honestly, 10 out of 10, I would rate it. All the hotels I've stayed at, Marriott's, and beautiful. I love the service. I love the people. And I've not gotten any bad vibes. So all in all, we got food as a 5, walkability as a 10, activity as an 8, pricing as an 8, I think, and the X factor of safety as a 10. So let's add that up. So Bergen, you are my first rating and you got a 41 out of 50. You make it on the top notch of places to go to if you're trying to stay healthy, enjoy nature, be happy, vibe, chill, relax, and have a beautiful time. Thank you, Bergen. Thank you, Norway. Y'all are amazing. And special shout out to Marriott and the Moxie Hotel. Y'all make me feel so good and special and happy and peaceful. The fact that I can eat in the lobby in such a beautiful aesthetic and have the sun just set into the water, and I could just enjoy some food and it not break my bank account. Thank you, Marriott. You're amazing. I love you. But that is all for this video, reviewing Bergen, Norway, in health, in fitness, in activity, in food, in life. And I would say it's a 41 out of 50, which puts it as a A- in that ranking. Thank you, Bergen and Norway, for hosting me and keeping me and my tummy happy, safe. BriGainz Travel Gains Adventure. Stay tuned, y'all. Don't forget, you better subscribe.